Now, a high-stakes meeting on the future of Greenland. Vice President J.D. Vance and Secretary of State Marco Rubio, they're meeting with their Danish and Greenlandic counterparts as President Donald Trump pushes to acquire the island. Posting earlier today, Trump says that the U.S. needs Greenland for national security. It is vital for the Golden Dome that is being built, and that, quote, NATO becomes far more formidable and effective with Greenland in the hands of the United States. The U.S. could pay $700 billion to buy the 800,000 square mile island from Denmark. This is according to three people familiar with the White House's estimate. But Greenland and Denmark say the island is not for sale. NBC News senior White House correspondent Garrett Haake joins me now. So, Garrett, the White House says, look, this is about protecting the U.S. and Europe from China and Russia from expanding their influence in the North Atlantic. So what do we know about the meeting that's happened so far and where everyone stands? Are they still dug into their positions?
Well, Vicki, it appears that this meeting may have just concluded. There are photos beginning to surface of the delegation from Greenland and Denmark departing the White House. If that's the case, they were only there for about an hour and a half, a relatively short meeting given the stakes involved, with Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State / National Security Advisor, and Vice President J.D. Vance on the other side of the table. Vance has kind of been the administration's point person on Greenland, even traveling there last year to make a point about this. Notably, Vicki, he traveled to a U.S. military base on the island, and that's really at the crux of all of this. The Greenlanders and the Danes say the U.S. already has a presence in Greenland. They're welcome to see it expand, but they don't want to sell, and they don't want to be part of the United States. So that price tag that you mentioned, the $700 billion estimate, is a high figure, and one that could potentially go higher. As anyone familiar with real estate knows, your numbers got to go up if you're trying to buy something that the other party's not interested in selling.
Welcome to the video, everyone. This is Justin Paul. Doing a reaction here to all the new news that I've collected, coming, from the U.S.'s intentions on purchasing Greenland from Denmark, and doesn't look like Greenland or Denmark is looking to agree to any terms of that nature. They've had delegates that come over here to the United States and meet with J.D. Vance and Marco Rubio at the White House, and it seems that they just didn't see eye to eye as far as what Vance and Rubio were trying to propose to them as far as a purchase. And we do know that Trump does want Greenland. He says it's for national security. They're building a Golden Dome, which I do have to do more research on.